Gemini, welcome back to Steampunk Psyche. If you are brand new here or cross-watching, make sure you hit the thumbnail, come into the channel, check it out. I'm sure you will find your sign. That was funny, wasn't it? All right, Gemini, we are going to get into a basic general reading again, okay? We are going to be doing a second quarter reading. If you have not seen the 2026 predictions or the first quarter readings, make sure you check those out. I will leave the videos at the end of this video, but make sure you like and subscribe, okay? I'm trying to build a channel. I hope that you'll join us here on Steampunk Psyche. We can build this community up, get rocking and rolling. Leave some comments in the community section, you know, anything that's on your mind. Let's talk about it, okay? All right, so just a general reading. Clear your mind, grab a smoke, grab your coffee, grab your wine, your beer, your whiskey shot, whatever it is you do that makes you happy. I guess I got to include vape. Well, you know, I could go through the whole list. Just grab what makes you comfortable. You might check it out on your TV or your computer. That way you can get a bigger shot angle if you're just watching this on your phone. Anyway, Gemini, I'm going to shuffle one more time and we'll get going. All right, we're going to take a look at your present current energy. The Ace of Swords. You got hella ideas coming up, okay? Hella ideas or some communication about to come in, all right? We are talking about Gemini, and they are the sword, okay? The communication sign. So, what's on your mind, Gemini? What you want to talk about? What do you need to hear? Who needs to text you? Who needs to send a pigeon with a message flying to your stoop? That's an old thing for window thingy. Yeah, maybe some communication coming in of some kind, but we're going to keep going though, okay? We're going to take a look now at your crossing challenge, okay? Gemini, this is going to be your crossing challenge. It could be something that's helpful or something that hinders. We don't know, but it's kind of an underlying energy. But what is in your way here? What's going to be coming up? And I don't mean in your way in a bad way. I mean, let's think positive, right? So what kind of things could be the challenge here? Whoa. All right, we're going to pull. Oh, how about that? The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. So definitely a cycle's changing for you, Gemini. I feel like this is a good luck fortune. Okay. This is one of those good lucks. It's about time, right? It is about time. Luck is about to change. Everybody wants the Wheel of Fortune, right? We all want that good luck. But just know that good luck is also whenever something shitty stops happening. It's that simple. And something new comes up. Always cycles changing. There is also a spiritual aspect to the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Could be an awakening. It could be an enlightenment. You could be, you know, studying tarot, for instance, or you could be studying, you know, Buddhism, Taoism, those types of things. But really, the challenge might be your perception, okay? And really, the Wheel of Fortune is all about that. It's your perception of how you look at things. So, Gemini, we're going to keep going, and we're going to take a look now at underlying energies for Gemini, okay? Underlying. What are the hidden aspects? Is there anything that's hidden in there that the universe can help bring to the surface for Gemini so that they can work on it? Or some things that need to be addressed? Things that will help them move forward with their energy, their desires, their passions, their wants, their needs. What are those underlying energies there, okay? We have the King of Cups, all right? So maybe it's a romance. Maybe it's a love offering, okay? Underlying. This could be an offering from a masculine. It doesn't have to be. It could be emotional stability, okay? It could be that I am really, really tired of being emotionally unbalanced. You know, even your physical immune system, it could be as simple as that. You know, you want your nervous system to calm down, okay? Maybe you're a very anxious person. And so that could also represent that. But with the King of Cups, I'm kind of feeling like this is a, this could very well be, you're waiting on an offering from someone. Love. All right, cool. All right, we're going to take a look now at the recent past. So what in the recent past for Gemini here may be affecting anything, or maybe getting in the way, or hindering something that maybe they're not aware of, maybe they're afraid to look at. What in the recent past here is for Gemini, universe? Show us, give us the sign. Definitely. With the Knight of Swords, okay? So the Knight of Swords is definitely this moving action energy, okay? In the recent past, you had a lot of things going. It could have been your lifestyle. It could have been things that, I'm on the go all the time, burning candles at both ends. I party a lot, or I'm just saying, just take what fits, you guys. But what I'm saying is, a very active moving life. You could be a mom, okay, a mother, and, that's active enough, right? Chasing damn kids around, or keeping them out of trouble, or pick it up after your husband, or pick it up after your boyfriend or girlfriend. Either way, like I'm saying is, but your lifestyle could be very active, very action oriented, or this could be representing maybe perhaps that some news came in, okay? Something came in, it was very quick, very sudden, and maybe caught you off guard, And with your underlying energy being that King of Cups offering, maybe you're wondering, that this news that maybe this King of Cups offered you felt very fast, very sudden. So take what applies. Okay, we're going to take a look now at the possibilities for Gemini. What are the possibilities for this beautiful Gemini that is with us today? Universe, show when one door closes, another door opens, doesn't it? Show Gemini. Show Gemini the answer. When one door closes, another door always opens. It has to, because that's the universal law. Okay, we got the Chariot. The Chariot represents a definite movement, okay? Could be talking about the sign of Cancer as well. We don't have to be, but it could be. But the Chariot represents a transformation, a building, okay? The Chariot knows that he builds block by block, brick by brick. He's a builder of his destiny, okay? And so, Gemini, this really represents you in this situation that, maybe you are really focused on your work or something like that. And, the interruptions of things, of like a love or, something that may interrupt you kind of moves you away from your groundedness, let's say, because remember your challenge card being the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So, and like I said, it had lots of different possibilities there. So, but with the Chariot, it also talks about the aspects of balancing between the light and the dark side. So we could have like a shadow aspect to ourselves that sometimes comes and interrupts us, or, we maybe have a hard time staying happy, because of perhaps traumatic wounds or things like that from the past. So, like I said, just kind of take what the energy applies there. But Chariot also represents movement. So, so yeah, that's the possibilities there with this Chariot. And you could actually be moving. You could be moving locations, moving jobs, Um, let me look at these here. Yeah. All right, so we're going to take a look at the near future here, okay? What does the near future look like for Gemini, okay? What does the near future look like for Gemini? What's around the bend? Universe, show Gemini what's coming up around the bend in the near future. Okay, we got two more. We have the Hierophant and the Two of Pentacles, okay? All right, so this is the situation. Here's what I'm getting, is the Hierophant represents traditionality. Usually it's talking about a religious type situality. Usually it's talking about spiritualist, okay? And you know, the acolytes down below are students. So you could be a person who doesn't mind learning about new tradition or non-traditional type aspects. Keep in mind this could also be non-traditional, okay? And you're more invested in non-traditional. But I feel like maybe you're trying to balance between two worlds, okay? Perhaps you're balancing between a non-traditionalist view, which is what you might be, and perhaps you've got people surrounding you or around you, and maybe that's what you're moving away from with the chariot, remember? So you could be moving out of that aspect and just trying to juggle, you know, the two. You could be studying a student, studying, you know, like I said, different aspects, different views on particular things. So that's kind of what that represents. The Hierophant could talk about relationships as well, kind of a traditionalist relationship or a marriage or something like that, and just trying to balance out the two. It's kind of what I feel like that. So, all right, Gemini, we're going to keep going now. We're going to take a look at the self here. Gemini, tell me, how are you showing up? Okay, what's your energy right now in this brand new Wheel of Fortune beginning 2026 second quarter reading? You know, how are you showing up in all this? What's your energy like? Speak to me here. Oh, get in there. Here we go. Come on. All right. We have the Ten of Swords shows up. So your energy is the Ten of Swords is a sudden death. Okay. You're putting an end to something, or you have put an end to something. This perhaps could be, like I said, traditionalist view. It could be relationship. It could be that you're no longer going to be swooed or swayed by this King of Cups energy. It could be that you're not going to accept an offering from somebody, or, you know, like I said, you've got a few energies around you. Perhaps you're putting an end to your work condition and, you know, you're moving or you're quitting that job and getting another job. Like I said, you had the Chariot showing movement, the Hierophant showing that there could be a spiritualist aspect as well, that maybe you've put it into, let's say, you know, just as an example, I no longer look at the Christian view as much as I look at now the Buddhist view or something like that. Now, no religion, in my opinion, is terrible, so don't get me wrong. I think they are all tools to get us to the great thing, the great oneness. So, but there's definitely an ending to something. So you just have to take what energy applies there. Okay. All right. So that's self there. But I want to know, Gemini, what is the energy around you right now? What kind of energy is surrounding Gemini? What kind of energy is surrounding Gemini right now? External? Universe, tell me what is around Gemini right now. The Nine of Pentacles. So you could have somebody around you, like a mother figure, or a person that is very grounded. You know, they may very well be financially grounded, financially stable, I mean, but also you could be surrounded by some beautiful person, okay, who has such a warm, compassionate beauty about them. This is definitely a feminine energy here. So somebody around you, this could be a mother figure, you know, it could be somebody that you really look up to, that you admire. The Nine of Pentacles also talks about the lap of luxury, so to speak. So this person could make you feel that way, or you are in that energy. You know, you feel like, I'm very grounded right now, and I'm very focused inward on my success, on my gaining my luxury, defining what destiny means to me, defining what goals that I appreciate about myself, and and challenge myself to get to. So that could be just your inward focus is definitely in that Nine of Pentacles. Okay, cool. All right, so now let's take a look at your hopes, your fears, your wishes, and your worries. Gemini, what are your hopes, fears, the wishes, and the worries? Universe, help us explain for Gemini's hopes, fears, wishes, and worries, what they need to know. What do they need to know about the hopes, fears, wishes, and worries? There is definitely a grounded King of Pentacles in your energy, okay? Some stable type of energy. You have the Nine of Pentacles, and now you have the King of Pentacles. So this could be a divine masculine that's in your energy. You could be having a father figure or some person that you look up to, right? Could be talking about an Aries here, energy. But somebody who is very, very astute, very well spoken, somebody who has a very grounded energy, you know. Like I said, could be a father figure, or at least somebody that you really look up to, somebody that you confide in, or maybe you feel confided in, or feel to be confided in. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this could be a King of Pentacles that you're hopeful for, that you eventually find this King of Pentacles too. All right, we're going to find out what the outcome and direction is for Gemini. Gemini, what is the outcome and direction here? Universe, what is this outcome and direction for Gemini? Okay. We have the Seven of Swords. Okay. The outcome and direction. Now, the Seven of Swords represents this kind of a sneaky, kind of a, maybe a betrayal, maybe a, why in the hell did that show up? Everything's looking so wonderful. And now we have the Seven of Swords to come out. It's trusting it. I wonder if you're trusting this King of Pentacles energy. I think you know a lot about this King of Pentacles, and maybe you want to move forward to that King of Pentacles. And maybe that is part of that, or you're deciding whether to let that go, because that could be part of that King of Cups energy from the very beginning that came in, swiftly with the Knight of Swords. And you're wondering whether or not you can trust that King of Pentacles. So let's clarify that for you, okay? We are going to clarify, Gemini, this Seven of Swords. Can you trust this Seven of Swords energy? Can you trust this King of Pentacles energy? Can you trust this Hierophant? Can you trust what you have in mind about this situation? Okay. We've got two cards. We have the Eight of Wands and we have the Five of Cups, okay? So the Eight of Wands talks about something that's coming in very quickly, okay? And the Five of Cups talks about this kind of not letting go of emotional past, perhaps emotional wounding or something like that. And instead of focusing on the two cups behind you, you're focused on what's been lost, okay? Perhaps you're very withheld, and I see that with the Seven of Swords. It's kind of a trust issue. And all this stuff came in very fast, and you're just wondering, perhaps, like I said, some kind of maybe a projection of yourself. You're not for sure. And I'm here to tell you, Gemini, the cards with what you're looking at, you're very grounded, you're very work-focused, work-oriented, very stable. I think you've definitely put an end, and it could be like different types of views for you. But I feel like this is not enough. I've got to do it. Gemini, I'm going to go ahead and clarify one more time. I want to know if this King of Pentacles is in your mix, okay? Gemini, let's look at that. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles over here, okay? I want to know if this is who you're looking for. Can you trust it? but a definite change. The World card comes out. A cycle ends and a new beginning. Okay. Could be talking about all of the other, fixed signs as well: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. But I feel like the answer here is that this King of Pentacles is going to change your world. Okay. Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it's confirmation. I hope you got something from it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, would you? I'm trying to, grow the community and get multiple people in here with lots of conversations about love, life, relationships. So I appreciate you if you are a subscriber, though. Thank you so very much. I love you, and I hope I get to see you on the next reading. Okay, things are coming your way. Keep your head up. All right, bye bye.